guys, welcome back to the 208 Breakdown. I am Brantley McFetridge, your host, and today we are going to start the movie breakdown series that I talked about doing in the last episode of the On This Day in History. And first of all, I apologize for not giving you a July 18th and July 19th version. I believe it's going to be a combo episode of that because I couldn't find many things that happened on those 2 days specifically in history that really didn't influence the world at a major level. So we'll just have a combo packaged episode coming either tonight or tomorrow at some point. So again, I apologize for that. Let's get ahead in the video here. We're gonna be doing a 208 breakdown of the live action Moana. Came out this summer here in 2026. If you guys have seen my YouTube short on the report card that I made, 5-star style of all the categories of this movie, how I rated them out of 5 stars. You guys know that. Now I'm going to give you the extra information how and why I gave each category these many stars, and give you the final rating at the end of the video. And recommend if you guys should go to the movie theater and watch this, or wait until it comes out on Peacock or Paramount Plus or all those other movie apps that on it. I mean, movies that are in theaters are on Peacock nowadays at the same time. It's weird, but it's actually a pretty good deal we got here. So I'm going to tell you how this is going to work for this new series as I break down movies to a breakdown style. So we're gonna give you 5 categories. 5 categories. That's visual. So that for each movie I do on this series. So visual effects, is the movie necessary? Acting and performance, storyline, and my enjoyment. So did I enjoy the film? Specifically, no matter how good or bad it was, did I have a fun time watching it? So visual effects. This is gonna be how did the movie look from a viewer standpoint? Again, visual effects, how the movie looks, how appealing it is to people watching in the movie theaters or at home. I'm going to give you some CGI statistics, how much visual effects costs on this specific movie. So in this case, live action Moana. Next category is the movie necessary. Did this movie have to be made? Did this movie have a purpose? And if this movie wasn't made, it wouldn't make any difference. Nobody would really care. So is this movie should be made, or life would be fine without this movie, if you know what I'm saying. Acting and performance, how the actors did, how throughout the sequence of the movie, did it have a nice foundation as it went on and on. This kind of builds up towards the storyline category as well, but it's mostly for this category, it's based on acting, how the cast was the cast good, were the roles picked out nice or didn't really work out, all that stuff right there. Maybe if I have the statistic, how much the payroll was for this movie, how much specific actors got, and why they chose to do this kind of project movie-wise. And then, again, that builds up into the storyline category. So the storyline, how the foundation, how this movie builds up to the end. Is it a good ending? Does the story have meaning? All that kind of stuff. Is it pointless? Is there a point to be made? And then the final category is my specific enjoyment. Did I agree, or did I have fun watching this specific movies? I'm going to tell you right away that most movies that will break down on this channel, I will give for the my enjoyment category 5 stars. Love movies, and I have fun even if they're bad movies. I just have fun watching movies. So mostly, foreshadowing towards the end of the video, most of these movies will have 5 stars in the my enjoyment category. So those are the categories that we'll be discussing, giving you filming locations if I have the statistics for that. The movie, obviously the movie was made, live action Moana was made in 2026. It is an adventure slash musical. The movie runtime is an hour 56 minutes, and it is rated PG. So very kid friendly, obviously, Moana, Disney. And sort of playing on that new thing where Disney and other movie companies and all that have a thing with doing live action movies from movies that were a big hit. So obviously the Moana, the original animated Moana, big huge hit, 2016 or 2017 is when that movie came out. Huge hit, box office smash for Disney, and they decided to do a live action version here. So let's get right into it. So let's give the 208 breakdown of live action Moana. So we'll start with visual effects. So if anybody's seen my short, you know how many stars I gave this, but I gave visual effects category for live action Moana, I gave that one 5 stars. The movie looked really well done. It was a really cool watch from a visual standpoint. As a viewer in the movie theater, I went to the movie theater to watch this movie. Really cool. All the scenes were very nicely done. The CGI was not like overwhelming. It was a really cool film to watch, especially from a live action standpoint. And that's one of the positives of this movie for it being live action. It was a really cool watch, and they made it really well. They made it the best they could be from a visual perspective, and I gave that 5 stars because it was really cool. The ocean, I mean, obviously the oceans, they have to make it as real as possible. The filming locations, they made all the scenes look real, so to speak, live action, and they did it the best they could, and I gave them 5 stars. Some statistics about the film from this perspective, visual effects and all that fun stuff. The movie had made a whopping $250 million to produce the film. So they had to spend $250 million to make this film, which is absolutely insane, and it is one of the most expensive movies ever made. So this movie's already breaking records in that standpoint. 2,000 visual effect shots were shot in this movie, and about 60 weeks of post-production, so CGI and all that stuff had to be planted in after commercial filming. All the actors have to do their scenes, and then they put the CGI in afterwards, according to this film specifically, and that took about 60 weeks after they wrapped up actor filming. So there is that. Visual effects, 5 stars, really cool watch. I recommend, no matter where it is, at some point you should watch this movie because it's a really cool concept. The idea is really cool visually speaking. So now, is the movie necessary? Second category today. I'm not trying to be harsh or anything. Again, this is just my opinion. I love pretty much every movie for what it has to offer and all that stuff. But is the movie necessary 1 star. Now, the reason I did that is because I think this type of movie doesn't need to be made into a live action picture. This movie was a big hit, animated wise, but I think no matter the best they could do for this movie, I just don't think it could ever have hit at a live action standpoint, a live action perspective of the movie. The reason they made this movie, from my research, is they wanted to expand their multi-billion-dollar franchise, which makes sense. They want to make more money, but I don't think this is the type of movie to bring it to a live action standpoint. And watching the movie, it pretty much sealed it for me that we really didn't need to have this film made from a live action perspective standpoint. But I gave it 1 star. Again, my opinion. I respect everybody else's opinion. I just think it was 1 star. And again, like I said earlier, they kind of have an ongoing pattern of making movies into live action nowadays. They have Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Moana, obviously. Let's see, a couple more live action movies made. The Lion King. So it's kind of an ongoing process, and I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going on this train they're heading in from making animated hits into live action movies. But again, I give this 1 star. I don't think this movie if the from this perspective, if this movie wasn't made, we'd be fine, if you know what I'm saying. Now, acting and performance. I gave this one kind of in the middle, kind of like, all right, okay, that was the best they could do for the situation. I gave this one 3 stars. The role, so not a lot of actors, obviously. This story is kind of one of those where it's like you got most of the bad guys, and most of the characters we're worrying about is CGI, no voice. It's one of those interesting movies like that. But this is the official cast. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played Maui, redoing his role from the animated version. He is now Maui as himself. Moana is a new actress, not the voice of the animated version. The one that did it for live action, her name is Catherine Lagaya. The grandma in the movie was played by Rena Owen. The chief, Moana's father, was played by John Toohey. Moana's mom was Frankie Adams, and the only other voice, like a main actor, was the crab voice, and that was played by Jermaine Clement. So the crab that sings "Shiny," da da da, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. And yeah, so that's the cast. And first of all, from that perspective, I like the cast. I like the cast choices. I think every one of them did the best they could for the situation, it being live action, and this movie not needing a live action version, but they did the best they could, and it honestly pretty good cast choices. So obviously Dwayne Johnson, he'll obviously put everything in any one of his roles. Funny, really comedic character he brought out for this live action version. Fun fact, the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, actually got paid nearly $30 million for his production rights and acting in the movie for this specific film. So that was kind of a cool fact. Let's go over some of the other actors performance-wise. So I think the acting was pretty good, again, for the situation that they were kind of put in. They did the best they could. It's just weird that these are real people playing a movie directly designed to be animated. Again, if you know what I'm saying. John Toohey, the chief, I think he was the perfect fit for this kind of role. He's got some of that comedic solution, and he's also got really good serious standpoint throughout the film, as he played this character, live action wise. Let's see. I think my favorite, Rena Owen, the grandma. Again, I feel bad for saying this, but characters like the grandma in this movie, in Moana, live action wise, I don't think any actress alive could perform what a character directly designed to be animated can do. She did the best she could for the situation. Again, all really great actors and actresses, best she could do for the situation. So, acting and performance, again, it's pretty much it goes into the storyline, into this next category. So I gave acting and performance nice and solid 3 stars. So now we go into the storyline. So it's literally the same movie as the animated version from 2016. Just live action. Script-wise, they added a couple jokes. They added some new dialogue in it. I realized, just to try to change it a little bit. That way, it's not literally the same movie. So they changed the script a little bit. They tampered with that a little bit. I like how they did that, just to make it literally not the same movie, but as a watcher of the movie, it's literally the same movie. So if you're planning on watching this in the theaters or at home, just want to say literally the same movie, just with real people. So there you have that. I gave that one 4 stars because again, it's the same movie. So Moana in 2016, it's the hit that it is today. It's just a live action version. The reason it's not 5 stars is because it's live action. It's not the original product. And I don't know, I feel like we have to have a respectful view of things. We have to, original product, obviously smash hit, 5 stars. And when you redo it, remake it at a live action standpoint, it's just, there's the thought process of that. So I gave that 4 stars. And now the final category for this breakdown of the live action Moana report card style, the My Enjoyment category. Now I gave this 5 stars. This movie was funny. I got a kick out of Dwayne Johnson rocking that wig, playing Maui. The actors are hilarious for it being live action. It was a really funny film. I loved it for how unneeding this was. We really didn't need this movie to be made, but I found it really funny as we went through the movie, because like I said, it's literally the same movie, just with real people, and I just got a kick out of that. And I get it. I get the humor they're trying to make here and all that fun stuff throughout the movie, and I gave that one 5 stars. So here's a little extra statistics, a couple other fun facts before I give you the final rating of the movie. So filming locations. So the film was mainly filmed in Oahu, Hawaii. Some films in Pokai Bay and Kapolei in Hawaii. And some of the sound stages, some of the sound stuff throughout the film, throughout the movie was based, that came from Trilla Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. And those are the film locations for you. So again, 2026, and it's an adventure musical. That's the specific type of movie that they're putting. PG rated. It's in runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes. A little bit of a lengthy movie, but it's worth the watch. It's not a bad movie. It's just, we really didn't need this movie to be made, but I enjoy it. I'm glad I saw it. And the final rating I give for this movie is a 18 out of 25. So there you have it, a 208 breakdown of the live action Moana. I am Brantley McFetridge, your host. Be sure to check out my podcast on Spotify, the Valley SRV Report. Check out my trick shots on YouTube Shorts from this same channel here. Check out my On This Day in Histories. Again, bringing you a kind of a combo video probably tomorrow for the couple of days I missed for the On This Day in History series, and we'll give you more movie breakdowns on this. My plan is to do Young Washington next. You guys have seen the report card for that if you've seen my YouTube Shorts. Give you that breakdown 208 style, and can't wait to see you next time. Thank you.